To be honest with you, I thought Bivol won. I thought Bivol outlanded him. I thought the ring generalship was there. Beterbiev was hitting him. I thought he was just being smart and not throwing anything back. Because sometimes it looked like he was getting hurt when he was kind of coming back. I thought he was just letting Beterbiev outthrow himself and then him coming back with his offense.
David Benavidez sees Dmitry Bivol as the clear favorite to beat Artur Beterbiev, predicting a dominant performance from the Russian champion. Ahead of the highly anticipated rematch, Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev are both making key adjustments to their training and mindset. Bivol, who lost their first fight, is more determined this time, focusing on improving all areas of his game. He's working on footwork, defense, agility, and quickness to avoid another close decision. Known for his technical skills, Bivol aims to refine his precision and be more elusive against Beterbiev's aggression. His camp is also adjusting their strategy to help him control the pace and stay smart throughout the fight.
Everything I have to do better. I have to be better Dmitry Bivol than today or yesterday.
Bivol has made several changes to his training camp, bringing in new sparring partners to refine his skills and adding a coach to focus on stretching for better flexibility and mobility. Mentally, his approach has shifted too, with a more personal motivation driving him heading into this fight.
Of course, some new sparring partners. We have one new coach for stretching, and the situations around me is different, and my mind is a little bit different. A lot of different things.
Bivol sees this fight not just as a chance for redemption or revenge, but as a way to prove to himself he can beat Beterbiev and move past the disappointment of his first loss. Though he admits it was tough losing, he's decided to close that chapter, not dwelling on being a former champion or the loss, and focusing on the lessons he's learned.
How's your mind different, Dmitry?
I mean, now I don't want only the belts. I want, there is something more inside of me, and I want revenge.
Oh wow, you want revenge?
Bivol's training is focused on countering Beterbiev's power. Knowing Beterbiev's aggressive style is a major threat, Bivol is working on staying elusive and landing sharp counters. He understands that Beterbiev's pressure and power will require him to stay smart and work harder. With these adjustments, Bivol believes he can improve on his first performance and be more effective in the rematch.
Like I wanna be winner. I wanna win him. I wanna win. I don't know, is it right word, revenge or not? But I mean that I lost and I don't like it. I wanna win. I wanna prove myself that I could win him. Redemption, yeah. It's called.
Yeah. Well, revenge, redemption, yeah. Like you want to get it back.
Yeah. I wanna get it back. Yeah. It's not only about belts now.
David Benavidez talks about the Beterbiev versus Bivol fight. He thinks Bivol won since he landed more punches and controlled the ring. Even though Beterbiev might have hurt him at times, Benavidez feels Bivol did enough to win.
To be honest with you, I thought Bivol won. I thought Bivol outlanded him. I thought the ring generalship was there. Artur may have hurt him a little bit more, but I think, in my opinion, it was a razor-thin close fight. But I think Bivol did exactly what was necessary to win the fight.
I thought he did too. He definitely had some moments where the body language wasn't good.
Benavidez thinks Bivol was just playing it smart. Instead of reacting right away, Bivol was likely letting Beterbiev tire himself out.
When Beterbiev was hitting him, I thought he was just being smart and not throwing anything back. Because sometimes it looked like he was getting hurt when he was kind of coming back. I thought he was just letting Beterbiev outthrow himself and then him coming back with his offense. But it was a close fight. That's why they're the best fighters at 175, but that's why they're both champions.
Carl Froch shared his take on the first fight, saying he had Bivol ahead on his scorecard. Froch focused on the technical aspects that might have been overlooked by casual viewers. He also gave Bivol advice for the rematch, urging him to stay sharp in the final rounds. Froch noted that Bivol might have lacked intensity in the last 3 rounds, which could have impacted the judges' scoring, as Beterbiev's constant pressure often sways decisions. Froch believes Bivol can improve and potentially change the outcome in the rematch if he adjusts his strategy in the later rounds.
But for the purist and the people that understand boxing, that realised what they were watching would have been on the edge of the seat, mesmerised by the skill level and the quality of both operators. Now, Bivol didn't get the decision. I thought he'd won when I watched it on the night. Beterbiev obviously won. He's unbeaten. I think Bivol maybe needs to look a bit more interested, if that's fair, towards the end of the fight. Maybe around 10, 11 and 12, I think he needs to get more shots off because he finished slow. Beterbiev put it on him a little bit more. It looked like he wanted to be in there a bit more. It looked like he was trying to win and trying to get that victory, and the judges do like that.
Bivol says he can be better in his rematch with undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev. He knows what he did wrong last time in his 12-round majority decision defeat on October 12th, and he's used this training camp not to repeat the same mistakes.
Boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Yeah, baby. Yo. To the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On the other hand, Artur Beterbiev shared that his team has implemented some adjustments in his training, and he's aiming to be at least 10% better for his February 22nd rematch against Dimitri Bivol in Riyadh.
У меня сегодня свои 12 раундов были. 1 раунд 3 минуты квалда, 100 ударов минимум в 3 минутки и бой с теннис гантелями. И в общем 12 раундов. Попробуйте, мне понравилось.
Chris Algieri weighed in on the importance of the rematch. While he noted it might not have the same dramatic impact as the first fight, he stressed that it's still a crucial bout for the weight class and the sport. Algieri highlighted its impact on the divisions and pound-for-pound rankings, making it a must-watch for fans. The competitiveness of both fighters and the high stakes add to its significance in boxing.
Compared to the last fight, obviously what we saw in the first fight, it's not going to be a gangbusters type fight. But it's a very important fight for the weight class, for the divisions, for the pound-for-pound rankings. So the level of that main event is humongous.
Clifton Mitchell changed his view after reviewing the footage. While he acknowledged Bivol's solid performance, he noted that many of his punches were blocked by Beterbiev's defense. After reassessing the fight, Mitchell felt Beterbiev deserved the win. This led him to predict a Beterbiev victory in any future matchups, stressing that Bivol would need to make major adjustments to win.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Me and Scott Walsh are going to go over.
Well, finally, what's your prediction on that?
Beterbiev. When I was there, I thought Bivol won. When I was there watching the fight, I thought he won. I watched it on telly and I can see why they gave it to Beterbiev. Yeah. I can see why they gave it him. But there, because Bivol did it, but he did it like very uncomfortably. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there, I think he was catching a lot on his hands and his gloves as well. So, yeah, we'll do that after. I'm definitely going back with Beterbiev.
Lonnie B also predicts Beterbiev will win the rematch, but with a slightly different outcome. He expects Beterbiev to target Bivol's body early, breaking down his defense over time. Lonnie B believes this could lead to a stoppage between rounds 9 and 10 as Beterbiev wears Bivol down. His prediction is based on the belief that Beterbiev was still recovering from surgery during their first fight, but will be in better shape for the rematch.
Well, then you obviously got Arthur in the rematch, right? By stoppage.
Yeah, I got Arthur. Right? And no excuses, but I think Arthur came and fought too fast off that surgery. I think this fight he gonna stop. I think this fight he go to the body more. He gonna stop Bivol.
You think it will be early, or you think it's gonna be a long, late round fight that Bivol?
I think like probably 9 or 10. If Arthur starts to the body in the first round, I think he'd get him out of there about 9 or 10.
Okay. Hamza Shiraz is more optimistic about Bivol's chances, predicting he'll win the rematch by unanimous decision. Shiraz believes Bivol's elite skills and ring IQ will help him outsmart Beterbiev. He also mentioned the high-quality fights on the card, expressing gratitude for being part of the event and confidence in Bivol's ability to win in a tough contest.
I think Beterbiev is going to win via unanimous decision, but then again, listen, Bivol's a top fighter, so it's a great, all the fights are great fights, man, so it's just a massive honor to be a part of it, so a massive thank you to His Excellency for giving the opportunity.
Callum Smith, who has fought both Bivol and Beterbiev, shared his thoughts on the rematch. He said the first fight was very close and hard to call, even suggesting a draw might have been a fair result, given how evenly matched the two fighters were.
They're both very, very good fighters. I think that showed in the first fight. It was very, very hard to split them. I think I've seen a lot favour Beterbiev, a lot favour Bivol. A draw, probably a fair result, but I don't know. I just think second time round, they obviously both know each other well. I just don't know if the timing keeps going on. It favours Bivol a little bit more. He's younger, he's fresher, and Beterbiev, we keep saying it, but he can't keep going on, and that last fight was the toughest fight of his career. It'd be interesting to see how much that has took out of him. And
Eddie Hearn reflected on how close and high quality the first fight was, believing Bivol did enough to win. He sees the rematch as Bivol's chance to set things right. Hearn stressed the significance of the fight, highlighting that both fighters have earned respect for their skill and tenacity.
I mean, it's the only fight. You know, the first fight was not just a great fight, but I mean, if you don't want to call it controversial, you can call it extremely competitive. I mean, for me, Dimitri won that fight, and we need to try and put it right. But Beterbiev's a great fighter, and I think the rematch would be an epic event.
Anthony Yard believes Beterbiev won their first fight, though he admits it was close. Despite fan outcry calling it a robbery, Yard is confident Beterbiev will win the rematch. He suggested that focusing on Bivol's body could help Beterbiev achieve a more decisive win this time.
I do think Beterbiev won the first fight. It was a close fight. People will start saying stuff about robbery. I don't know about all that. It was a very, very close fight. Could have went either way. And the second fight, I see Beterbiev winning again, if I'm honest. But this time, if he goes to the body a bit more, I think he can cause more damage.
Jose Benavidez Sr. also sees the rematch as a close contest. He believes Bivol's movement and ability to avoid punches will give him the edge, though he acknowledges how tough Beterbiev's style is to handle. Benavidez Sr. predicts a narrow win for Bivol, possibly by just 1 point, echoing other analysts who expect another tight battle between two skilled fighters.
Next one, Beterbiev and Bivol.
Bivol, I think it's going to be kind of the same fight. It's going to be a really close fight. We've seen everything. Both of them were trying to do the best that they could. Both of them, the styles, kind of like work for each other. And I believe in the first fight, Bivol won. I think this fight, I think Bivol can win again. He's a little bit faster. He has more movement, and Beterbiev, he hits hard. And he's probably waiting for that big shot. And Bivol, hopefully he doesn't stay in front of him and get hit with a big shot. So I think I see the same fight.
Billy Deniz, who has sparred with Beterbiev, has a different take. He predicts Beterbiev will win the rematch, believing Bivol will struggle with Beterbiev's relentless pressure. Deniz feels Bivol will need to stand and trade punches to have a chance, but ultimately thinks Beterbiev's unyielding style will overwhelm him, predicting a knockout victory for Beterbiev later in the fight.
I had Beterbiev up by 2-3 rounds. I was lucky to be sat so close to the ring, and I think Bivol just thought he could go on the back foot, throw a little flurry at the end of the last 10 seconds and it winning the round, and Beterbiev was making him miss a lot. It looked like he was hitting him, but he wasn't. He was hitting the gloves and stuff, and Beterbiev controlled the pace, the pressure, cut the ring off, big shots landed. And the only way for Bivol to come back from this now, he's got to fight him. You've got to stand there and fight him, and I think this time he's going to knock him out.
Artur Beterbiev reflected on his preparation for and the experience of facing Dimitri Bivol, noting that it was unlike any of his previous encounters. He recognized that Bivol brought a unique challenge to the table, pushing him in ways other opponents hadn't. Beterbiev acknowledged the importance of such a test, admitting that the experience was valuable and beneficial as it allowed him to grow as a fighter.
No, it's I don't have like this experience in my previous opponents, but it's good to have this experience.
Moreover, Dimitri Bivol acknowledged the stacked fight card for February 22nd, calling it amazing, but made it clear that his sole focus remains on his own bout against Artur Beterbiev. While recognizing the excitement surrounding the event, he emphasized that he isn't dwelling on the rest of the matchups, keeping his attention locked on the task at hand.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
card
right?
is amazing, but of course, yeah, but I'm focused only on my fight, to be honest. For me, it's most important that I have rematch. That's it. Card is amazing, but I don't think too much about it.
Frank Warren recognized Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol as the top 2 light heavyweights in boxing, praising their skill and dominance in the division. He has high expectations for their upcoming rematch, predicting it will be closely contested. Reflecting on their first fight, Warren commended both fighters for an incredible performance that showcased their full range of skills, leaving fans with an unforgettable match and raising the stakes for the rematch.
Well, it's a great fight. The two best 2 light heavyweights in the world. Last time round, it was an excellent fight. They displayed all their skills. It's a rematch. That's going to be a great fight.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Beterbiev's strength, power, and control, noting his ability to land heavy punches while staying calm. Jones highlighted Beterbiev's aggressive style and methodical approach, making him a tough opponent. His comments underscore the tough challenge Bivol faces in the rematch.
Mainly just his power. His power along with his aggression and with his subtle face. He never changes his expression, which is a beautiful thing.
Gareth A. Davies suggested Bivol could have the edge in speed and ring intelligence in the rematch. He predicted the fight might go the distance, with Bivol's sharpness and boxing IQ possibly helping him win. Davies believes Bivol's skills will be key to neutralizing Beterbiev's power and aggression.
Even though Roy Jones Jr. is telling Artur Beterbiev on his tour of the UK at the moment, you've got to go in there and smash him this time. I think Bivol will be faster, smarter this time, and they'll end up going into round 25 in another 6 months' time, maybe in September, October 2025.
Callum Simpson expressed confidence that Artur Beterbiev will win the rematch, predicting a late stoppage victory. Simpson had also thought Beterbiev could have secured a late stoppage in their first fight. While praising Dmitry Bivol's performance, Simpson believes Beterbiev has the most room for improvement, which could lead to a stronger showing in the rematch. With his experience and growth potential, Simpson confidently backed Beterbiev for the win.
And obviously coming to the rematch now, I think that Beterbiev will win. I think he'll stop Bivol late, which I thought the first time, to be fair, but I think that Beterbiev's got the most to improve on. I think Bivol boxed unreal the first fight. I think Beterbiev did great, obviously did amazing, but I feel like he could he's got the most to work on, most to improve on, and could be putting a better performance the second time out. So I believe Beterbiev will win by late stoppage the next fight.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Catch you in the next one.